Always Irish show. That's right. Welcome in, welcome back, folks, to a Pro Football Focus tweeted Notre Dame schedule and then asked everybody in the college football Twitter community to respond what they think the record's going to be. And we're going to take a look at the responses. Some of them are wild. Edition of the Always Irish show. As always, thank you for being here. You can find the program on YouTube. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. I don't know what you're doing. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps me as well. Notifications on. You and I both know why. That way you're alerted every time a new episode drops. You won't miss nothing. Twitter, search bar, Always Irish Rat. Always Irish Shake. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want me. You could get me. The Cowlin lines. 312-988-15. You tell Johnny all you've heard and seen. Fighting Irish Wire every day. Type it in. Notre Dame news comes out of the computer. It's a beautiful thing, folks. As always, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have you here. I appreciate the response of my news that I dropped over the weekend. As a little reminder, Sunday, July 9th, Sam Hartman's first public Notre Dame NIL autograph signing, sponsored by the Always Irish Show. Get out to Forever Young Sports Cards. Visit foreveryoungsportscards.com for further ticket information. I want to see you that day, 1 to 2:30. Tailgate setup. Have some fun. Talk Notre Dame. Meet Sam Hartman. Get an autograph. All that. It's going to be beautiful. foreveryoungsportscards.com for more ticket information, folks. Want to see you there. All right. Let's get into this. We're in the time of year where everybody's looking for content. You know, how do you drive clicks on YouTube and Twitter in the off season? There's just not a lot going on. So what a really popular thing is on Twitter, especially with some of the non-team specific college football accounts. So the one we're going to look at today is Pro Football Focus College, whatever, right? Like, not somebody like me who's in the Notre Dame world or the Clemson world or Ohio State or whatever, because you're going to be biased, because you're biased and the people that watch you and follow you are biased, right? Like, we all understand the difference there. A national college football account that just kind of tries to neutrally cover everything going on in college football has a different ecosystem of followers than I do, where it's heavy Notre Dame based. So I do see some value in looking at how all these different fan bases see the other different teams outside of my prism of mostly Notre Dame people, right? So I just thought this would be interesting. And we're going to pull up that tweet. And we're just going to see what some of these people think the record might be. I think it's going to be interesting. There's probably going to be some stuff in there that's going to make us mad. Let's get into it. Let's see if I can bring this up. All right, there's the tweet. Notre Dame 2023 regular season schedule. And they want to know what the record's going to be. Let's look at what we got. Jerry, 67 dog man, has the intelligence of a dog, apparently, probably fairly high considering they don't play anyone. All right. So we didn't get through the first response, and I'm already mad, and we already have an idiot here. So, dog man, I don't know what to tell you, dog man. But if you think a schedule that features 3 teams that are in position to possibly win their 3 different conferences, and one of them has the Heisman Trophy guy returning, and you're going to say Notre Dame doesn't play anybody, I can't help you. I don't understand what schedule would make a guy like Jerry happy. Does Notre Dame have to play Georgia and Alabama 6 times each for your 12? I don't get it. This guy's a moron. 3 different conferences, 3 teams that are going to be in or near the top 10 Heisman guy. You got 3 teams on this schedule right off the bat that are, if they're not favored, they're the number 2 team to win their conferences. 3 different ones across the country. We're playing them, and we don't play anybody. I don't know what would make Jerry happy other than you got to play Alabama 12 weeks in a row. Absolute garbage. Idiot. Clutch Sports, 11-1. Hartman's going to elevate the passing game to levels we haven't seen in a while. I believe that. I believe the first part of that. Defense will be improved in year 2 under Golden. Believe that only when I see it. I have no reason to just blindly believe that. I'll believe it only when I see it with that part. Freeman learned a lot from year 1. I totally believe that. That's legitimate. A lot of key pieces coming back. Yeah, but a lot of questions too. Like the whole defense, for instance, I have questions about. I'm really interested in that. I got questions at all 3 levels of the Notre Dame defense. I got questions. So I don't know what to do. But I'm not going to get those answers till we're in the games. Clemson Menace says, Louisville, USC, Pitt, Clemson all in a row. Add OSU on top of that. Good luck, Marcus Freeman. That is a tough stretch late. It is a tough stretch late. But I think the reason it's not getting talked about as much as you might think is because so much of what that back end is going to feel like depends on what happens on the front end with Ohio State. So I feel like people aren't worrying about the late part until we get through the early part. So I kind of get it. Kind of get that. We got a bunch of 10-2s here. 10-2 and they beat USC. 10-2s. 10-2 is kind of right where I'm seeing this. Like maybe 10-2 with up or down 1. If it's really good, you catch some breaks, have good health, maybe up 1 to 11-1. And then maybe if you have some dumb stuff happen, I could see dropping down to 9-3, and nobody's going to be happy with that. Like 9-3 would be marginal improvement over last year. Nobody's going to be happy with that. Nobody's going to want to accept that. That's not going to be good enough to anybody in the fan base. The administration's not going to blink at 9-3, 8-4. But for the fans, that's going to be an issue. So that 10-2 is right where I'm at. But I'm given leeway, up 1 or down 1, depending on circumstances and little breaks that happen to you or against you in a college season. Toxic Bama fan, 8-4. Hate it. 11-1, 11-1. Wow. We got a lot of 11-1s here. Matt Stone, WTF is this cupcake schedule? And then I responded with, are you mentally handicapped? So just thought I would do my part there. Just wondering. Epic pack opening. Sam Hartman returning to Louisville after the disaster there last year will be fun. Louisville should be 4-1, 5-0, possibly ranked. I don't have it in me to worry about Louisville. I just don't. And I don't think it's not with Hartman. I've seen this trend. People are pulling out bad stat lines that Hartman has had against some of these ACC teams and then just saying, well, he's going to have flashbacks and blow it against this team because he struggled last year, whatever. It's a totally different setup at Notre Dame. He has different help at Notre Dame, different blocking. Like it's not that easy to say that team's in his head. He's going to throw him the ball 4 times. I don't like that. I don't see it that way. And this guy's talking about Louisville. I can't worry about Louisville till after Ohio State. Look at this. Go Tigers says 10-2. I got to say, that is an extremely realistic and fair answer by an LSU guy that probably doesn't like us. Very fair. Appreciate that. Supremely fair. 9-3. Daniel says 12-0. Of course. No, it's not that. Of course. Walter Fleming says 7-5 or 6-6. How many starters do you plan on dying before the games? There's no, other than 80 injuries, there's no way Notre Dame goes 7-5 or 6-6. There's just no damn way. Everybody's got to be hurt. No way. Joseph says 11-1 is the floor. Make your conclusions from there. Wow. We got a lot of 11-1 here with people wanting Notre Dame in that playoff. There's a lot of 11-1. You proud 9-3 losses to Ohio State, Clemson, and USC. See, that's going to put people in a weird spot because if you go 9-3 and the three you lose are the big three, people are going to be asking, what the hell is going on here? We change coaches and still can't win the big ones. And if you ended up at 9-3, but won one or two of the big ones and lost to some dumb teams, nobody's going to like that either. And they're going to go, why are we losing to these dumb teams? There's no easy answer other than not to lose to any of them, right? Nobody cares. Work harder says, I see 5 losses. 9-3, 4-8, 7-5, 8-4. Are these people serious? Are these people serious? 9-3, 4-8, 7-5, 8-4. Dude, if any of this comes to fruition, we have major issues. But it's like, I want to say these people are just trolling, but you're literally on the record on a public forum saying Notre Dame's going to go 4-8. Do you really want to do that? Or do these people really hate Notre Dame that much they think that? Unbelievable. Alec says, what a cupcake schedule. Not surprised knowing Notre Dame. You are a freaking idiot. You are not smart. No schedule that has Ohio State, USC, and Clemson is soft or a cupcake. You are a fool. Additionally, not surprised knowing Notre Dame. You're an idiot. We just got done playing Georgia. You got Texas A&M coming up, a series with Alabama after that, and we're playing Ohio State right now. I don't know what else you want unless we play Alabama and Georgia every week. They're going to say we play nobody. These people are poisoned. They are poisoned by the hatred they have for Notre Dame so much that they can't clearly think of anything going on. It's just all tainted by that hate, and it clouds their judgment. No sane person could say this is a cupcake schedule when you have teams that are in position to possibly win 3 different conferences on the schedule. Idiot. OSU Soldier Boy, they'll go 2-1 against Ohio State, USC, Clemson. 11-1-ish, but 12-0 definitely possible. Now you got an Ohio State guy taking up for us. I can't make a heads or tails of these people. Who's fair? Who's tainted against us? Who's so Notre Dame-y they can't even say we're going to lose a game? We're all over the map on this. Is NC State noon the only road kickoff game announced? I just know which ones are going to be night games. The other one going to be night games. Josh says 9-3. And when did Notre Dame start playing so many soft games? Joining the ACC really is the downfall for this once prestigious college football team. Every football outlet that has done an article or a story about the toughest schedules in 2023 has Notre Dame in the top 20. Where at is debatable, but they have them inside the top 20. All of the people saying we don't play anybody are losers. They are people that they refuse to acknowledge reality because they don't like Notre Dame. Everything they do is clouded by pure hatred. Pure hatred. Okay? Hal L, soft schedule as always. They never play anybody. These people are real and they're real stupid. Hal, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's just so stupid. I can't believe it. Nathan, probably a hot take, but 8-4. Not convinced Freeman's a great coach. Brutal schedule and new offensive pieces could lead to a down year for ND standards. I look at it the other way. I'm worried about the defense bringing us back a little bit, not the offense. I see the offense getting better. I'm worried about the defense taking a step back. 8-4 Cheez-It Bowl by touchdown Tommy. Don't like that. 8-4 is not going to fly this year, that's for sure. Look at Anthony Lasagna. Aside from USC, Ohio State, and Clemson, that's a cupcake walk. Other than a quarter of the schedule that will dictate the entire year, it's a cupcake. That's unbelievable. This is the same type of guy that'll probably say that Michigan's playing a tough slate. Another guy, easy schedule. Explain to me how Ohio State, USC, and Clemson all on this schedule can be considered weak. I don't get it. And no outlet, it's not my opinion. No outlet that calculates schedule toughness has agreed with these people either. Blind hatred. Blind hatred. Sean Johnson, ND does it right. Play 1 to 2 tough opponents and then have a good record and be talked about in the playoffs. 1 to 2, it's 3, Sean. Can you count? 1, 2, 3, not 1. These people are terrible. They just hate us. They won't admit it. They won't admit it. And then I'm going to say this, though. Just as ridiculous as the people saying 7-5, 4-8, 6-6, they don't play anybody. Let me do something here. Just as ridiculous as those people are going 500 and saying the schedule is easy, people that are convinced we're going undefeated and going to win the playoff and all that, like on the pro Notre Dame side, some of these people are like 12-0 in the playoff. People are saying winning a playoff game, 12-0. Bro, I hope. But this team is not proven enough to me with what they have coming back. I believe that. That's how I ended up at 10-2, 11-1. Give one. Give or take one. So just as ridiculous as the people convinced we're going to be bad 500 or whatever, and that we play nobody, it's just as ridiculous for the pro Notre Dame people to be saying 14-0 champions and all that. And I don't know if it's, some people at Notre Dame, like their heart speaks over their mind, like where they just can't face the idea of us losing, so they're going to pick us to win no matter what. Not because of X's and O's, because of their heart. And that's a mistake too. That's a mistake too. Trevor, I see 4 losses. 9-4, 10-2, 9-3, 10-2, 8-4, 11-1. Again, 9-3, and then saying we lose all the big 3. Where does that leave Notre Dame fans? A lot of frustration. Brandon Walsh says, holy hell, this may be the hardest ND schedule in years. At least 3 real games on there. There's at least 3. At least 3. Zero says 9-3, 10-2. They got a decently easy schedule this year if they're being honest. No, that is not a decently easy schedule. You moron. A decently easy schedule is the last one Brian Kelly had when that loser couldn't beat Cincinnati at home. That's an easy schedule. So if you really want to talk about an easy schedule, it was the last one Kelly had and he couldn't navigate it. Couldn't navigate it. Cincinnati at home, too tough for Brian Kelly. Couldn't handle that. That was an easy Notre Dame schedule, not this one. Here we go again. Soccer dog. Such a weak and embarrassing schedule. Yet they will still not go through it undefeated. I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. What would make it harder? Scheduling Alabama and Georgia every week. That's got to be it. We're scheduling the best teams in every other conference, and it's not good enough. Is that what this is? All these people, are they all SECers? And they don't see LSU or Georgia or Bama on there, so they're convinced that nothing else matters? There's no tough teams in any other conference except for theirs? No way. These people, they're just so blinded by hatred for us. So blinded. They can't get past it. 12-0, 11-1, more 10-2s. 10-2s are popular. 10-2. 9-2, 9-3, 10-2 is where most of the reasonable people here are. If we take out the 14-0 Notre Dame fan side and that they play nobody 4-8 side, that reasonable. I see it there too. 10-2, and then I give leeway up 1, down 1. I like that. I think that's fair. 7-5, 9-3, 8-4, 8-4. Plays cupcake schedule. My prediction, 9-2, easy bowl game. He's calling it a cupcake schedule, and he doesn't even know how many games add up to a full season. So delete your account and shut up. You don't even know there's 12 games in a year. So why am I going to listen to you say our schedule is easy? Here's another moron. Mike creates pretty weak schedule compared to years past. Check out Kelly's last one, idiot. No tough games on it, and he couldn't even beat Cincinnati. That was an easy one. Do your research before you tweet. It's very easy. Volnugs, LOL, that schedule is something else. I don't know what you mean by that. It is something else. As far as wanting to be challenged by a potential conference champion winning team from 3 different conferences in 1 year, that is something else. But you wouldn't know nothing about that. You wouldn't know nothing about that. So I don't know what you mean by something else. You got 3 potential top 10 teams and a Heisman guy on there. I don't know what you want. 9-3, 10-2, 12-0, 10-2, 8-4. This schedule is cupcake AF. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. All right, I'm about done with this project. Here's what this is. all of these people saying it's nothing, they're all SEC people. That's what I've decided. I put it together. Those are SEC people. It has to be. Nobody else reasonable is going to look at our schedule and say that. Those people are so warped from being in SEC land and having their parents be siblings, all of that. It's affected their mind and the way they process information. For some reason, they think that nobody plays any tough football outside their conference. That's it. That's what I've decided. All of those people saying all that stuff, they're SEC people. And if you don't have Georgia or Alabama on there every week, it's nothing. That's got to be the answer. And facts don't matter to those people. Numbers don't matter to those people. Analytics don't matter. All the research in the world where they take the winning percentage of who you're going to play last year to figure out the tough, they're not going to listen to any of it. They're not going to listen to any of it. There's so much people that have a blind hatred for us. Nothing's going to change it. They're never going to get over it. They're not going to credit us for anything. Any good wins, playing a tough schedule, nothing. They can't do it. Their inbred minds won't allow it. They're too simple-minded to be able to go there. That's the problem with these people. So they think the whole world starts and ends in the SEC. And meanwhile, they're the ones weaseling out of even playing 9 conference games because it's too hard. They want to be big and bad, and it means more. It means so much more. They don't want to play each other. You're all full of shit. You're all full of shit. It just means more, but you don't want to play each other. So it doesn't mean more. If it meant more, you'd want more opportunities to play these awesome competitive games in your conference. But you don't want to do that because you want to get as many teams in the at-large in the new playoff as possible. If you guys are the best conference in the world, tough games every week, and it just means more, and quality opponents and all that, you would want to play 9 games against your own, not 8. Admit it what it is. You're all full of shit. That's basically what it is. All you do is talk, but the actions don't back it up. It just means more. Why aren't you playing each other then? If it means more, play each other. If all your teams were so good and that was great, play another one. But no. We got to get the Citadel in week 11 to try and prop up the at-large 12-team playoff teams coming out of the SEC. They might be dumb down there, but I'm not. I know exactly what they're doing, and that's what they're doing. But you can't say on one hand, it just means more, and then not play each other on purpose. Unbelievable and very, very cowardly. Unbelievable. That is a joke. But these people, too many of them just hate Notre Dame. And it would be really, really good if just once we could shut all these people up. And you know how you do that? You win your big games. Win the big 3. Shut some of these people up. But you're never going to stop this till you start winning when all the chips are down and it matters the most. And that's when we never win. That's when we never win. In the biggest of moments, with all the big lights, all the eyeballs, those are the games we don't win. Not only have we not been winning them, we're not even close to winning them. So that's the only way. If we win, and win those big games, people can still hate us, but it isn't going to be able to be for on-the-field reasons. Get it done. But I thought this was a pretty interesting breakdown here, looking at all these different people and how they look at us. You got the Shamrock Glass Notre Dame people, undefeated. reasonable people. 11-1, 10-2, 9-3. That's reasonable to me. And then you got your haters who are just going to ignore all evidence and just crap on Notre Dame. Hey, this is our lot in life, but I always like doing these little social experiments to see where people are at. What do you have the schedule at? Let me know. Thanks for being here.